to the plants is possible, because in drip irrigation, so along with water, these fertilizers are going and nutrients will be available continuously without any break. So number 4, reduction in the leaching of chemical nutrients is possible. So when we supply the fertilizers, so in the soil, they will be going to other places in the soil. Now, in depreciation, in focus, in concentration, means exactly to the target, these fertilizers are going, thereby there is no wastage. So agriculture is important for civil students. So agriculture is a part of economy, Indian economy. Indian agriculture, so India is an agriculture country. All candidates who are writing civil examination should learn agriculture and the activities and agriculture's problems in the field as well as in the market. All they should know. So whenever there is a possibility, so the candidates should learn agriculture and its advantages, disadvantages, employment and marketing and fertilizers, seeds, crops, rains, damages, etc. Thereby, they will be in an advantageous position for the civil examination. So, okay, are you able to understand? Hello? Hello? Hello, madam?
You can answer, students.
Are they able to understand?
Because
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
High question. It is not ordinary question. It is not possible to, because we are telling without showing any slides. It's only text. That's why I'm asking.
Yes.
Are they able to follow? Okay.
If
Otherwise,
you have
I will
any
dilute
doubts,
some more.
please put up in the chat box.
Immediately, because we are going to second question.
Yes, sir.
So for agriculture, which magazine you have to read? A doubt should come.
Yeah.
If candidates are really interested, so to know about agriculture, which magazines, which newspaper we have to read. So there is a magazine called as Kurukshetra.
Okay.
So those who are interested, they can know what is the magazine name, Kurukshetra. It comes in English language and also in Hindi language. So southern states students can obtain Kurukshetra magazine. So it is printed by Government of India and read. And whatever material printed in the Kurukshetra magazine are being asked as questions in the civil examination. That is the clue. Candidates, whether they noted it or not. Which magazine purchase? Hello. Which magazine they have to purchase? Kurukshetra magazine. Focus agriculture. Okay. Can I go for second question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Next question. Hello.
So those who are studying chemistry books in 10th class, CBSE syllabus, they will know all these elements. What is bentonite? Bentonite is an absorbent aluminum phyllosilicate clay. It is named after Fort Benton. So Wyoming. So where it is largest source found. Its other name is Montmorillonite. Second option, chromite. It is the mineral that is an iron chromium oxide. It has chemical formula. It is an oxide mineral belonging to the spinel group. The element magnesium can substitute for iron in available amounts as it forms as solid solution with magnesiochromite. So chromium. So first one is aluminum. Second one is chromium. Aluminum, you know, so candidates, they know aluminum. With aluminum, we are having vessels. Aluminum, so plates, vessels. What we are making? Chromium and iron. The both are so mixed. So which material we get? Stainless steel. So stainless steel. So in the manufacturing of stainless steel, so chromium, iron, nickel are used. So chromium mineral is called chromite. So next one. So next one is so topaz kyanite. It belongs to rocks and minerals gallery. So now kyanite is a typically blue aluminosilicate mineral, usually found in aluminum-rich metamorphic pegmatites and sedimentary rock. So kyanite is a metamorphic rock, generally indicates pressures higher than 4 kilobars. It is commonly found in quartz. So last one is sillimanite. Sillimanite is an aluminosilicate mineral with a chemical formula. Sillimanite is named after American chemist Benjamin Silliman. It was first described in 1824 for an occurrence in Chester, Middlesex County, Connecticut, USA. So here for the second question, answer is B. So B means here fourth one. 4 is sillimanite. So sillimanite is officially declared as major mineral in India. So in the recent news. So for this type of metals, minerals and ores, so students should depend on CBSE books. So that is meant for 10th class. 10th class physical science book or 11th class physical science book. So in physical science also we have separately physics and chemistry, and focus is on chemistry book. Okay. Now we are going for third question. So for minerals ores, which book you have to refer? Please tell me. Hello.
Class 11, 11th and 10th physical
So 10th
sciences.
class, 11th and 12th. So
Yeah.
in physical science book, chemistry part they have to refer. Chemistry
Okay.
part. In 11th class and 12th class, chemistry separate books are there. In 10th class, I think there is no separate
Same book, sir.
chemistry.
Yeah,
Physics and
same book. Yeah,
chemistry
physics.
combined.
Yeah. Physics, chemistry,
So
biology
candidate should
combined.
so the candidate should know. The student should know that is a foundation, because it is a foundation class. So we are repeatedly analyzing the same point. Okay. So now we are going for third question. So please show me third question.
Yes, sir.
So we are going for third question. With reference to ocean mean temperature OMT, which of the following statements are correct? Number one, OMT is measured up to a depth of 26 degrees centigrade isotherm, which is 129 meters in the southwestern Indian Ocean during January and March. OMT collected during January and March can be used for assessing whether the amount of rainfall in monsoon will be less or more than a certain long-term mean. Select the correct answers using the codes given below. A, 1 only, B, 2 only, C, 1 and 2. So D, neither 1, so nor 2. So here answer is D, neither 1 nor 2. So here first of all we should know what is OMT. OMT is nothing but ocean mean temperature. In which ocean we are measuring? That is the Indian Ocean we are measuring. In which months? During which months? January, February, March. So in the January, February, March months in the Indian Ocean, which part of the Indian Ocean? Southwestern part of the Indian Ocean. So at a depth of 129 kilometers. Sorry, which meters? Sorry, which only meters? 129 meters. We are measuring the temperature. So how much temperature we are able to get? 26 degrees isotherm. So therm means temperature. ISO means what? ISO. Can anybody tell what is the meaning of ISO? ISO. What is the meaning of ISO? ISO. ISO. So it is not simply reading the question. We should understand each word also. What is the meaning of ISO? Isotherm means equal temperature. Meaning of ISO is equal. ISO heights, isotherm, isobar. So when you read so geology, so in geology, such terms you come across. Actually, oceans and lands are part of so geography subject, but it is also overlapping science. So atmosphere. So when you read geography books, Indian geography, this kind of material you will get. So here, so what is the topic here? OMT. So OMT full form, ocean mean temperature. So with reference to India, it is being studied. With reference to India, it is being studied. So to know rainfall, in which months? Monsoon. When monsoon starts? When the monsoon season starts. That is June, July, August, September. That is southwest monsoon period. October, November, December, that is northeast monsoon. So India receives maximum rainfall so in the summer monsoon. It is also called southwest monsoon. It touches Kerala coast. So in advance, we are forecasting for this purpose. So scientists are studying ocean mean temperature. So in which institute these scientists are studying this kind of material? So there's an institute called IITM, Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology. So what is the institute name? IITM, Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology. It is in Pune. So scientists are studying this kind of significance, atmospheric changes, and giving so weather indication in advance for agriculture growth to help the farmers and to cultivate the so crop in a proper manner at the appropriate time. Okay. So next question number 4. We are going for question number 4. Hello, madam.
Yes,
We
sir.
are
It is
going
here. It is
4.
here, sir. Question number 4 is here, sir.
Okay. Question number 4. So with reference to chemical fertilizers in India.
Sir, there are 2 questions, sir. First one is what is the meaning of alkalinity?
Alkane, I told you now. So alkalinity. What is the example for alcohols? So which class they are studying?
Alkyne, sir.
No. Which class they are studying?
7th standard, sir.
7th
Alkalis.
standard. So that means base acid. You know. So 2 things. Why I am asking to go to their standard and answer.
Yes, sir.
So they know the acid base. So acid example, citric acid, sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid. So base example, caustic soda. Are they following?
Yeah, washing soda, baking soda, all these are
baking soda, they are alkalis. So how to know whether it is material is alkaline and acid? By using pH test. That means a point of hydrogen. So in that point of pH value from 1 to 7 acids, 7 to 14 base. So if the value is above 7 and below 14, that is called alkaline. Okay. So soils are slowly becoming alkaline, sometimes naturally, especially sea coast. So near the sea coast, soil shows alkaline nature. So naturally it is happening. To remove the alkalines, sometimes kind of so chemicals are used. So So alkaline means, so in olden days, even to wash the cloth, so washermen used that alkaline layer from the fields and use in, so dissolve in the water, then put the dry, dirty cloths, and they boil the water in the pot. Later on, they will take and wash the cloth. In the olden days, there are no detergents. So in alkalines, so we cannot grow any plant. That's why that is to be reduced. Which one is to be reduced? Base value is to be reduced. Bases are to be reduced. So that is meaning of alkaline. Okay. Alkaline underline. Example, caustic soda, baking soda. Okay.
There is
So,
one more
caustic,
question, sir.
uh,
Does southwest monsoon occur due to jet streams?
no, no. So, it is an annual phenomena. Southwest monsoon is an annual phenomena. So, because of rotation of the earth, here, so two factors are involved. So one is sea surface temperature. Sea surface temperature. In the summer season, so sun rays fall on the sea water also. That water will be evaporating, and at the same time, sea surface also temperature increases. So once water is expanding because of heat, so it moves. Even in our house also, if you put water in the vessel and start boiling, it moves. Similarly, in the sea also, so because of sun heat, sea water moves. And added to that, earth is also rotating on its own axis. So these two factors have combined effect for jet streams. Some streams are local, some streams are so throughout the globe. In Indian Ocean and in the Pacific Ocean, so the streams are continuously moving around the globe. Okay? So are they able to understand?
Yes, sir.
So hot water so moves fast. Once hot water is moving in the sea, what happens from bottom? So cold water comes out. Cold water comes out, thereby hot water also pushed. And added to that, wind also helps. So southwest wind also so moves forward, and thereby so they will have combined effect. So whatever vapor is there, water vapor, that is brought by the monsoon winds, and wherever it is touching cool places, so there rainfall will be there. Okay. So we are going for so next question. So that is question number 4. With the reference to chemical fertilizers in India, consider the following statements. At present, the retail price of chemical fertilizers is market driven, not administered by the government. Ammonia, which is an input of urea, is produced from natural gas. 3. Sulfur, which is a raw material for phosphoric acid fertilizers, is by product of oil refineries. Which of the following given above is correct? So A 1 only, 2, B 2 and 3, C 2 only, D 1, 2, 3. So answer is B, that is 2 and 3. Now we are talking of chemical fertilizers. Chemical fertilizers. So in India, where we are having fertilizer plants, fertilizer factories, where we are having fertilizer factories. So Coromandel Fertilizers is there, Fertilizer Corporation of India is there, Sindri Fertilizers is there. So like that we are having fertilizer factories. So in those factories, so ammonia is produced. And with using ammonia, urea is manufactured. So urea. So similarly, we are taking natural gas also as input. Sulfur also we are taking from phosphoric acid. So like this, simply saying NPK. So instead of saying all these things, simply saying NPK. That means N for nitrogen, phosphoric, and potassium. So like this, we are having fertilizers, NPK fertilizers, urea fertilizers. These are used by farmers. So earlier, so government used to control the rates of fertilizers. So nowadays, so fertilizer rates are increased or decreased as per the market situation. Market situation means so when supply is more, rates come down. When high demand is there, rates go up. So, but it is not happening. It is not happening. Means still government is helping the farmers by reducing the rates, by giving subsidy or some kind of assistance to the farmers. And so that means fertilizer rates are fixed by government. That's why first option is correct, is not correct. Second option is correct because one is related to urea production, other is related to NPK. So NPK. So that's why option B is correct. Okay. Next, alternatively, for instead of chemical fertilizers, what we can use in the agriculture? In agriculture, instead of using chemical fertilizers, what we can use? Organic chemicals, organic farming, natural farming. See, in olden days, so there were no fertilizers. So farmers used cow dung, cow urine, so similarly goat urine, so goat pellets. So they were used in agriculture. So natural compost. So like that they were growing. Nowadays chemical fertilizers are used. So thereby growth is there. At the same time, soil also getting polluted. Okay. Next, fifth question. With reference to India's Desert National Park, which of the following statements are correct? Number one, it is spread over 2 districts. There is no human habitation inside the park. So third, it is one of the natural habitats of Great Indian Bustard. So now, in India, where is the desert? Please answer. Students should answer. Rajasthan. Very good, very good. So Rajasthan desert name. What is the name of the desert in Rajasthan?
Thar Desert.
Thar Desert. So the question relating to Thar Desert. So in Thar Desert, so can the human beings live just like us? Why we cannot live? In our city, we are having so water supply, good air, so breathing problem. So 24 hours we can walk, so we can go outside. But in desert, so in the daytime, full hot, sun, so heat is more, water supply nil. That's why human beings living is difficult. So, but here inside the park means not our park. It is this park only for animals. So in this park, which bird is there? Great Indian Bustard. So Great Indian Bustard. So is there jib? It is called jib. So it is a bird. It is living in the desert. So that's why. So answer B, answer C is correct. 1 and 3 is correct. 1 is so 2 districts. So third is bird name Great Indian Bustard. Is a bird actually. Okay. Now, so which districts are there in Rajasthan? So there is a, what is the capital of Rajasthan? What is the capital of Rajasthan? Rajasthan capital, Jaipur. So Jaipur is called Pink City of India. So in Jaipur, so there is a So a town called Jaisalmer. So Jaisalmer Desert National Park is there. It is the largest of its kind. So area is 3,162 square kilometers. This park covering so Jaisalmer and also Barmer. So both are on the borders of India, Pakistan. So here it is an arid area, means no rainfall, dry, everywhere sand. So here there are animals in, so which is called desert sheep. Which animal is called as a sheep of the desert? Camels. So here camels are living, fox are also living, and Bengal fox also, chinkara also living, wolves are also living. So chinkara is nothing but a deer. What is chinkara? Deer. So like this, so question. Next we are going to sixth question. So we are going to sixth question. Okay. Question number 6.
Yes,
Siachen Glacier is situated to the dash A, east of Oxygen, east of Leh, so north of Gilgit, north of Nobra Valley. So here it is a straight question. In the earlier questions, we are getting 1, 2, 3, 4. In the bottom, A 1 and 2, or B 2 and 3, C 3 and 4, like that. So they are indirect questions, and there are multiple answers. So questions are so two types nowadays. One type is multiple choice questions only, but here answer is only one. In the previous questions, more than one answer is there. That is called multiple answer questions. It is a single answer question. It is also multiple choice question, but single answer. For sixth question, now which point we have to focus? A glacier. What is the name of the glacier? Siachen. So Siachen is actually, so in old, if you take old map, so in which state of India Siachen Glacier you are able to see? Old map. Means after independence only, Jammu and Kashmir. So Siachen Glacier is called as highest battle ground in the world. Highest battleground. So what is battle? War. So Siachen Glacier is in the Himalayas. And which part of Himalayas? Jammu and Kashmir. So here, so our soldiers are day and night protecting India, Pakistan border. And this glacier, what is glacier? Ice. So it is a hill of ice. What is glacier? A hill of ice. Fully ice only. It melts. And after melting the ice, what you get? Water. That water, so finally turns into what? River. So it is located which part of the valley? So it is there is a valley called Nobra Valley. So you know valley. So valley is a place. So on all sides, what you will see? Hills. So all sides you will see hills. So a flat portion. So between 2 or 3 hills, it's called valley. What is the valley name? Nobra Valley. So it is a location. So it is straight question. So now Aksai Chin also. So in Himalayas. So Leh. So Leh is the capital of which union territory now? Now Leh is the capital of which union territory? Please answer. Hello?
dear
Are you
students,
able
you
to?
don't know the answer?
Capital of Ladakh is Leh. Leh capital. So Ladakh is now, okay, is union territory. Capital Leh. So for Jammu and Kashmir, Srinagar is capital. All are in so Jammu and Kashmir, old Jammu and Kashmir. Now separately also you can see. Okay, it is this question relating to geography, Indian geography. So Indian geography books are available in NCERT syllabus, and if you can read so Indian NCERT books, Indian geography, so you know hills, mountains, valleys, rivers, glaciers in Himalayas, etc. You will know.